Halo Infinite is the first game on the Xbox Series that supports native Dolby Vision. And there's just one word to describe it: disappointing. A couple of weeks ago I made a video about the multiplayer part from Halo Infinite, and I was not very impressed with the Dolby Vision implementation back then. Especially the maximum peak brightness, or the lack of maximum peak brightness in Dolby Vision, was more than obvious. But to be very honest, I was not complaining that much, because I thought, hey, we're getting the final version in a couple of weeks and maybe it will be fixed till then. So now we are here with the campaign, and unfortunately nothing has changed. Back then I also mentioned the elevated black levels during cutscenes, and I hope that this issue will be fixed in the final version, but no. Black level rise in general doesn't seem to be a problem in Halo Infinite. So far I couldn't find any problem during gameplay, not in HDR10, not in Dolby Vision. It really looks to me it's just affecting the cutscenes, and I'm hoping for a very quick patch to resolve this issue. In terms of the HDR calibration menu on the Xbox, there is still no support. When you play this game in HDR10, you have a HDR slider in the game. When you play this game in Dolby Vision, there is no HDR slider, because Dolby Vision is natively supported. I mentioned already that Dolby Vision lacks maximum peak brightness compared to HDR10. During my whole testing I was not able to measure anything over 400 candela with Dolby Vision enabled. HDR10 on the other hand, there was no issue at all to reach maximum peak brightness from my TV, which is around 750 candela. I measured around 650, 700 candela, which is quite normal for HDR10. I was expecting a little bit more from Dolby Vision, because just because a game supports Dolby Vision natively doesn't mean we can't use the maximum peak brightness. I tested already Mass Effect Andromeda on the PC, which supports native Dolby Vision, and this looks fantastic compared to HDR10, and there's also no issue at all with the maximum peak brightness. Okay, so don't get me wrong, you can easily play this game if you want in Dolby Vision, because when it comes to the best details in very bright objects, there's no better solution, because it will not clip any details in very bright objects due to the lower maximum peak brightness. Also, when we're talking about the shadow quality, compared to HDR10, especially HDRG, Dolby Vision is on the same level, even a little bit better. So in terms of maximum details in darker areas, Dolby Vision is a little bit better in my opinion compared to HDR10. But again, this comes with a very big price, because you will miss around 200-250 candela maximum peak brightness in very bright objects, and that's a lot. And of course I prepared a little bit of a comparison video between HDR10, HDRG dynamic tone mapping on, and Dolby Vision. Enjoy. My recommendation to play this game is HDR10 and HDR10 enabled. Brightness should be set to 0, HDR slider should be set to 45. If you would leave this on 50, which is the standard setting, you would have a lot of clipping with HDR10. If you like to play this game with dynamic tone mapping on the other hand, you can leave this on 50 because I haven't found any problems so far. So we need to keep in mind that dynamic tone mapping on in many scenes gives you a higher base brightness, not peak brightness, that's a different story, but base brightness. Dynamic tone mapping is brighter compared to HDR10. This also counts in this game, but we also need to keep in mind this comes with a price because it takes up to 3 seconds on average to adjust the picture. That means you never have the right brightness because you're moving around all the time. This is to consider. In my opinion, HDR10 is doing a great job in this game. Okay, time to summarize, but before I do this, let me explain that I'm just talking about the HDR implementation, not the game in general, okay? So first of all, I'm a big fan of the Halo franchise. I love the Halo series. I'm not going to say that this part or this game, Halo Infinite, is the best game from the series, because in my opinion it's not, but it's a solid game, okay? I had a lot of fun so far, and I have to say I had a very bad bug. I was not able at some point to continue or load a game. I had to restart the game from the very beginning. That's also a reason why this game is delayed. It was supposed, or the video is delayed, it was supposed to be online Saturday evening, but yeah, here we are now. HDR implementation in this game, it's just average. In my opinion, just average. I'm very disappointed actually from the Dolby Vision implementation. There's something wrong in my opinion, because I have seen native Dolby Vision on the LG CX already in Mass Effect Andromeda on the PC, and compared to HDR10 it was superior. Okay, I made a video about this and I found that Dolby Vision, native Dolby Vision, shows so much more details in very bright objects without losing the maximum peak brightness, and that's the most important thing, okay? Because HDR10 dynamic tone mapping on, they're tending to clip very bright objects, but with Dolby Vision, native Dolby Vision, there was crystal clear picture, very bright objects, maximum peak brightness, but no clipping at all, okay? And I'm missing all of these features here in this Dolby Vision implementation. Not sure what went wrong, but I'm very disappointed. So do me a favor, put in the comment section what you think about this game in general, because again, I'm a big fan from the gameplay from the Halo series, but I'm not a big fan from the HDR implementation in this game. And I would actually go that far that if you play this game in Dolby Vision, that at some points, some scenarios or some locations, they're just looking like a brighter SDR picture. That's how it looks like to me, okay? Again, very disappointed from Dolby Vision, but I would like to read your opinion, of course, about this game. And if you're new to my channel, please do me a big favor, subscribe to my channel, support me, leave me a like, leave me a comment, and now I would say, yeah, in diesem Sinne, over and out. I see you guys next time. Bye.